Welcome. So, you're on the Level 4 Marketing Executive Apprenticeship, which means you are on a quest. And today, we are going to help you master a really crucial part of that quest, Behaviour B6. I want you to think of it less like a box you have to tick and more like a professional superpower that you're just about to unlock, one that puts the customer right at the heart of everything you do.
So, you ready to level up? Because what we're talking about today, it isn't just about passing your apprenticeship. Nope. Behaviour B6 is a total game changer. It's the skill that really separates the good marketers from the truly great ones, and it sets you up for your entire professional journey.
And that really is the key, isn't it? This isn't just about grinding through your endpoint assessment. This whole explainer is your guide, your map to understanding, developing, and totally mastering this superpower. So you can walk into that assessment with confidence and, more importantly, walk into your career as a future marketing leader. Okay, let's dive in.
Every great quest has to start with a clear mission, right? So our very first step is to decode what Behaviour B6 is actually all about. I mean, what does the standard really mean when it talks about professionalism?
Okay, here it is, the official definition. It's all about a high level of professionalism, reliability, and dependability. But here's the kicker, with a passion for the customer. The most important thing to get here is that it's not just about what you do, your marketing tasks, it's about how you do it. It's your conduct, it's how dependable you are, and channeling all of that through a real drive to serve the customer.
Let's dig into that just a little bit deeper. This is all about being proactive, being that person your team and your clients can really count on. And, fundamentally understanding that your attitude creates a ripple effect. How you act impacts your colleagues, the success of the project, and, at the end of the day, the customer's experience with your brand. So, to make this superpower feel a bit more real, let's break it down into 4 core parts. First up, accountability. That's taking ownership of your work and how it impacts the customer. Second, just being professional in every single interaction to build trust. Third, keeping your cool when things get tough, because the customer needs a steady hand. And finally, actively using feedback to get better for them. If you can master these 4 things, you've pretty much mastered B6.
All right, so we've decoded the mission. Now it's time to move into the field for some practical training. How do you take all this theory and actually start applying it in your day-to-day marketing job?
It's a great question, isn't it? Because it's one thing to talk about professionalism in the abstract, but what does that actually look like on, say, a Tuesday afternoon, when a deadline's breathing down your neck and a client isn't happy?
What's really cool about this is how it turns these big ideas into actual missions. Owning it? Well, that just means taking responsibility for the customer's results when a campaign doesn't hit its KPIs. Staying cool? That's seeing tough client feedback not as an attack but as a gift to help you improve their experience. Juggling deadlines? That's all about keeping your composure so the quality of your work for the customer doesn't slip. And being a team player? That's just collaborating to get the absolute best result for your client. Simple as that. And hey, remember, you don't develop a superpower overnight. It's a journey. You start by just becoming aware of your impact on the team and on your customers. Then, your confidence grows, and you start handling bigger challenges. And by the end, you'll reach mastery, navigating those really tough situations with the kind of professional poise that makes people take notice. Okay, you're developing the skill in the workplace. That is fantastic. But for your apprenticeship, you've got to prove it. And that brings us to the really critical step of gathering evidence for your APTEM portfolio. I want you to think of APTEM as your evidence locker. It's the place you store all the proof of your developing superpower. So every single time you demonstrate B6, you need to capture that moment. Let's take a look at exactly what kind of evidence you should be on the lookout for. Here's your toolkit. Your reflective logs, they show your inner journey, how you're thinking about your own growth. Professional discussions show you can actually take feedback from your mentor and do something with it. Stakeholder feedback, that's your external proof. Clients or managers saying, yep, they're reliable. And actions taken are the hard examples, the emails, the reports, the project plans that show you solving problems like a pro. Okay, you've done the work, you've gathered the proof, now it's time for the final stage of the quest, conquering the endpoint assessment, the EPA. Let's make absolutely sure you're ready for it. So this is often the biggest source of anxiety, right? What are they actually going to ask you about Behaviour B6? Well, the good news is the questions are designed to let you show off your superpower, not to trick you. They just want to hear your stories. They'll probably ask a question that sounds a lot like this. And your secret weapon to answer it perfectly is the STAR method. It gives your story a perfect structure. What was the situation? What was your task? What specific action did you take, and what was the positive result? Seriously, practice this and your answers will be so clear, confident, and compelling. And this right here, this is basically what's on their checklist. They're looking for consistency, for composure, for your ability to learn from feedback, and for evidence that you're self-aware and you've grown. Your stories and your APTM portfolio, that's how you prove all of this.
So as we start to wrap this up, just remember this. Yeah, we focused a lot on the apprenticeship, but mastering B6 goes so much further. This behavior, this professionalism, this reliability, and this genuine passion for the customer, it's the bedrock of a successful and respected career in any field, but especially in marketing.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. You have the map. You have the tools. The quest is yours now. What is the one single action you're going to take today, like right after this, to start consciously leveling up your B6 superpower? Think about it, and then go and do it.